Dạ. There's the Busby Way. Something. Are they?
Cheers, everybody. Get your drinks up real hot here. You don't have to drink it, but
No, a different bar. Aye. Yeah.
Arcade games, and then down from them is Whiskey River Saloon. Whiskey River, that place has only been open about a month. Boney's been many things over the years. We'll say it later. It's got live music. And, you know, a lot of places have multiple levels, and sometimes they got, you know, music on every floor. Tennessee was the 16th state. There's a statue over here on your right. That's of the two founders. It's James Robertson, John Donaldson. And like here in Tennessee, like Tennessee has 3 regions. It's called Live on the Green. So it runs all weekend. And you have a nice view looking out to your right. Stadium on that one, 69,000. Titans came up 1 yard short. Yeah, I think the stadium looks pretty good. Years ago, back when we went to the Super Bowl, played college football at Ohio State, won the Heisman Trophy there. He's coaching football now, head football coach at one of our local colleges, Tennessee State University. If we're going to stop down here and get you a nice picture of the skyline, we'll make a few stops along the way. So, you know, give you some time for some pictures. In the skyline, I know you've already seen this, the AT&T Tower, can't miss it, over here on your left. It's also called the Batman Building.
Tell you.
That's the tallest building in Tennessee, 617 feet. Only known by one name to locals, that's Batman. It's been there since 1994, 33 stories. But if not for those 2 points, it would not be the tallest building. And to the right of Batman is Regions, R2D2. Skyline's certainly changed a lot. Me growing up here, it's been really cool to see it just, change so much. It used to be just a few office buildings, and now they're building so many hotels and condos. For construction, last I heard, there's 30 cranes in Nashville. So stop right here. If you want to get a picture, go ahead. Get something downstairs. I'll be right back. Over here to your right, that red thing. It's an art piece. It's called the Ghost Ballet. Represents bridges, railroads, and the shipping industry in Nashville. It costs $500,000. They call it the Broken Roller Coaster. Just wait, we'll see something else later. I think every city's got something like this. Now the attendants kept it and made it a pedestrian bridge. It's actually one of the longest pedestrian bridges in the world. You'll see it better as we cross this bridge. But it's open 24/7. It's a really good place to get pictures. Go at sunset. Hold on to your hats again. But nice view out here to your right again. And then you can see the bridge there, how long it is. To walk the whole bridge one way, about 7/10 of a mile. Go like halfway, get a really good picture. Other tall building on your right, over there next to Pinnacle. That's the second tallest building now. That's 542 feet. It's going to be a Four Seasons hotel and condos. The very top there where the balconies are, that's the condos. Very top, of course, the penthouse. They call it the Grand Penthouse. It's going to cost you several grand. $25 million. It's 10,000 square feet, so that's a lot for a penthouse. It's all about the dust here. Got another hotel over there on your left, of course. And now Celebrate Tennessee has several different things about Tennessee in this. As our state bird, the mockingbird, state flower, the iris, and of course like the Titans player and guitar or microphone. So the one on your left says Tennessee Tough 615. It's the area code for Nashville. Then on your right over here, this massive building is the Music City Center. Basically a big convention center. It's 2 million square feet. Opening $23,000. The name of this piece is called Stix. S-T-I-X. I can't make this up. $750,000 for painted telephone poles. I'm in the wrong business. I hear a lot of stuff. I heard pixie sticks, I've heard pickup sticks, chopsticks, pool cues, there's a lot of stuff. What was that other one? Oh, yeah. One of our nicknames in Nashville is that we're the buckle of the Bible Belt. There's about 700 churches in Nashville and about 700 bars. We'll see those later. Building on your right is the Customs House, built in 1877. It's actually now for sale. It's on Broadway. Broadway's in front of us. And that building up there to your right, across the street, looks like a castle. That's a high school. What a location for a high school. On Broadway. The bars are like 2 blocks down to your right. Where their teachers go for their lunch break. That's the oldest public school in Nashville. Built in 1855. Hume Fogg High School. For an actress from years ago, Dinah Shore went to high school. Also inside that school, Taylor Swift filmed one of her music videos, a song called Teardrops on My Guitar, one of her first songs. Later I can show you where she lives at. We'll see her condo. Taylor has 2 homes in Nashville. The Bluebird's a little bit outside of downtown. It's a very small building. It holds 90 people. So it's very hard to get tickets. Like even if over here to your right, mini sticks. Now on your left, Union Station Hotel, built in 1900. Was a train station that turned into a hotel in the 80s, 4-star hotel. Last year, Marriott bought the building for $56 million. So, that's a nice place. One of the best schools in the country. They call themselves the Harvard of the South. It was originally called Central University, founded in 1873, renamed after Cornelius Vanderbilt. He was one of the richest men in America back in the 1800s. He gave $1 million to the school. $1 million back then, that's like 20 million today. And it's always a nice campus, like as we drive by, it's 330 acres. So you're gonna see it for several blocks. Next up here in a second, we'll see a statue of Cornelius. The thing about him is, he gave that money to the school, but he never saw the campus. He lived in Rhode Island. He never came to Nashville. Of course, traveling was a lot harder back in 1800, so he never made it here. See, if you look to your left right here, through this entrance, you'll see his statue. Now the church on your right, West End Methodist Church, it's where a woman named Minnie Pearl got married. Minnie Pearl was a comedian, most known for being on the TV show called Hee Haw. If you don't know what Hee Haw is, just picture a country version of Saturday Night Live. It's a really silly graduation rate, 92%. That probably has something to do with the cost. 1 year at Vanderbilt can reach up to $80,000. If you're paying $80,000 a year, you better graduate. Let's rephrase that. If your parents are paying $80,000 a year, you better graduate. And, obviously get what you pay for. Any program is good here, but it has the only full-size replica of the one in Greece. We're going to see it again later, too. We're going to stop over here. You'll see the columns coming to view out here. There's a little gap right here you can look through, but we'll stop over there. That was measured twice to make sure it was exactly like the original. 100% to scale. We'll see it again. On your left over here, through this gap, there's the football stadium for Vanderbilt. Oh, it's 40,000. Where? I see some of you nod your head. Did you go there? Excellent. Best biscuits in the world. Yeah, they have a meal. It's called Meat and 3. Meat 3 means you get your choice of meat plus 3 vegetables on the side. And here in Nashville, mac and cheese is a vegetable. One time someone said, yeah, and gravy's a beverage. Built 1931. So we'll stop right here, take your time, get some pictures. We'll save you a trip to Greece. A little cheaper. I'm sure another question, right? Chicken and alcohol. So we'll take a right here. This is a street. It's called Charlotte Avenue. We call it Hospital Row. Pretty much everything down this right side is going to be hospitals. There's about 500 different healthcare companies, a musical city. So of all people, it was Queen these different states have their own kind of sauce they're known for, so they have kind of variety. You know, Memphis has like that sweet sauce. Texas more of like a smoky sauce. For Winfrey. Yeah, their downtown campus right here to your right. Oprah also got her first job in Nashville. Started working at our local CBS news station when she was 19 years old. We'll see that building in a little bit. But now we'll take this left. We're going to drive around the state capitol building. Now we'll go around to the other side. You'll get a really good view of it. You can see at the top of it up here to your left on the hill. It has the 3 flags. It has a really interesting history. It was built in 1859, designed by a man named William Strickland. It was the last building he ever designed. He called it his masterpiece. But sadly, he dome on top. They do free tours here on weekdays. So check that out. I want to talk about what's on our left over here. Ticket prices too. Elvis, $10. I mean, pretty much everything is under 15. These are back in mostly 70s and 80s. You know, back in the day, this venue was the biggest in town, so that's where the big stars were at. That's funny, one day that was built during the Civil War. This church was used as a hospital. A lot of Civil War history here in Middle Tennessee. If you like that history, the best place to go is that city I talked about earlier, south of us, Franklin. It's coming up on your right. He's going to be under that tree right there to your right. Yeah, James 1,000 people. Now, what I want to point out here, you'll see the columns. Look in the middle of these. There's a statue. It's called Youth. It's holding victory right there in the middle. But it actually has a different meaning. See the dog here. So first of all, it says on the wall there, one day I will rescue your brother too. The dog is holding the girl. The girl's brother is looking out the window. See the brother, he's on his cell phone. What it actually means is, one day I will rescue your brother from his phone. And a lot of you used your phone to take a picture of this. Queen. She's over here to your left, that colorful mural, she's reading to a girl. This big white building on your right, it's an office building. It's called the Fred Thompson Office Building. Fred Thompson was senator here in Tennessee for many years. You may know him better as an actor. He was on Law and Order for many, many years. There's another painting you'll see coming up on your left for the Barbershop Harmony Society. That's their headquarters. The Norman Rockwell painting. Building to your right should look familiar. This is the high school. So Broadway's. There's a better look at the Customs House over there to your right, across the street. That's the one that was built in 1877 that I said it's for sale. That I think will be a hotel someday. I mean, wouldn't that make a ton of sense? I mean, it kind of looks like Union Station. That's what they did to Union Station. An old building that they made a hotel. And when we get on Broadway here in a minute, we're going to see the Ryman Auditorium. The Ryman is one of the most famous music venues in the world. It has the second best acoustics in the world. Second only to the Mormon Tabernacle in Utah. It was the previous home of the Grand Ole Opry, where a lot of legends performed at. But first I want to talk about this area on your left. It's called 5th and Broadway. So many good restaurants in this one block over here to your left. And you can't see a lot of them. One of them we can see is Hattie B's Hot Chicken. If you look on your left with the red sign, look at the line. It's always busy. But look down that opening right there. A lot of stores, a lot of restaurants, and there's a lot more places if you go up to the second floor. Upstairs they have this place called Assembly Food Hall. It's the largest food hall in the country. At Restaurant 12 is really good. Merchants, no music here. A lot of history behind this building. Built in 1892. It was built as a pharmacy. You can tell that because at the top of the building is woods. There's also a hotel at one point in time. Used to be a hotel where Johnny Cash would stay at whenever he would perform down here. Yeah, the reason why that bar back there, Tootsie's, is the most famous, it was just the closest bar to the Ryman, so that's where people would go have drinks at after they played. Really, this whole block right here is mostly owned by country singers. Down here also on your right, you're going to see Luke Bryan's and then Kid Rock's. And then like further up there on your left on the corner is Blake Shelton's, Old Red. And yes, it's funny that Blake's and Miranda's are a few doors down from each other. These tend to be pretty popular. These are definitely the tourist restaurants. Nothing wrong with them. The hands are great. Food's just kind of bar food at most places, but there's just some restaurants here as well that have more